One of my favourite tropes is when the MMC worships the ground that the FMC walks on, so I thought I'd give you some recommendations based on that. Now, the first one is the book that actually inspired me to make this video, and that is The Scattered Bones by Nicole Scarano. This is the definition, if not the blueprint, of an MMC who worships the ground that the FMC walks on. Honestly though, it's both ways. They're equally obsessed with each other. I mean, this quote on the back alone, "You are my goddess, you are what I pray to, what I worship, what I adore." Can you actually get any better than that? The story follows Saleya, our FMC, who is a priestess and a vessel, and Cade, our MMC, who is basically a thief that stumbles into her life, and the story goes from there. This is a split timeline story, so in one timeline we're following their relationship, and in the other we're following Saleya, who journeys across the world to bring him back to her. This is I'll find you in every lifetime. This is I'll do absolutely anything to get you back. If you're looking for devotion, this book is devotion. And can we just take a second for this gorgeous Moonlight box edition? It's my prized possession. The second book is Fallen City by Adrian Young. Now, this is a loose retelling of Romeo and Juliet, but make it fantasy and make it ancient Greek and Roman inspired. In this world, people worship the gods, and they often carry talismans with them to make them feel closer to the gods when they pray. Pretty much everyone has one except for Luca, our MMC. He doesn't carry a talisman, he doesn't really care for the gods. That is until he gets a braid of hair which belongs to our FMC Maris and ties that around his wrist instead, because he doesn't worship the gods, but he worships her. And honestly, that detail sold the entire book to me. This is definitely more of a politically driven fantasy. The romance isn't necessarily the main plot, but it is such a beautiful subplot that runs throughout the entire story. And every scene between them just feels so intentional. And lastly, one of my favourite books from last year, and if you've been following for a long time, I think you'll know what I'm going to say. It is, of course, Fairytale by Veronica Lancet. Now, I don't want to say too much about this book because I genuinely feel like this is one you should go into as blind as possible. I will say the first 20 to 30% feels like a fever dream. When I was reading it, I genuinely thought I was skipping chapters. Nothing made sense, but trust me, push through, because eventually everything starts to click in place, and when it does, it's so worth it. This is another one that's very much I will love you in every lifetime. This is a romance that transcends lifetimes. This is an MMC who would do absolutely anything to protect the FMC and to be with her. It's such a perfect blend of gothic romance. So if your favourite trope is an MMC who is completely, utterly, hopelessly devoted, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these.